Last week I asked a simple question. Why is this week special for me? It's not my birthday week. It's not my YouTube channel anniversary. And it's not Matt's debut anniversary. So what could it be? I'm not going to sit here and give you 100 clues. 100 clues? 100th video! 100th video today! That's what makes today special for me! Yeah! So today, I'm taking another request from Austin and Julie. We're going to do pumpkin seeds! Man, I'm stoked for today's video because 100 video! 100 video! I remember when I made chocolate dipped oranges, and I got hit hard for that. I must be doing the devil's lettuce because I must be out of ideas. 100 videos later, I made it! Yeah! Let's get to it here on Cook! Don't be lazy! So I got just a little carried away in my intro, and I forgot to mention something important to you guys. But before I get to that important topic, I know some of you don't want to hear me talk and you just want to see the recipe. Go ahead and skip right to the pumpkin scene. The rest of you, I wanted to share something with you guys. Being that today is my 100th video, this video is very important. I dedicate it to you, Austin. That's my son right there, Austin. I love you, buddy. One of the reasons I started this channel, and it's just one of the reasons, is because of him. When he moved away to college, one of the things he asked me was if I could provide him with recipes to some of the things he's gotten used to eating, and I typed it up on Microsoft Word and I sent it to him. But I figured what better way to show him than to visually show him. So a lot of these videos are designed to show him how to cook what I'm cooking here. I'm hoping it saves him some money by not going to the fast food places as often. Whether he's being lazy or not, it's a different story. Another reason is my mom. I love you, Mom. My mom always made sure we had a hot meal. No matter how much she worked, we always had a hot meal. She would sacrifice her sleep and wake up early and make some tortillas from scratch and send us to school with tacos de chorizo, tacos de papas con huevo. We were spoiled. We ate good going to school. None of this peanut butter and jelly sandwich stuff. So when my son started going through the school system, I wanted to make sure he ate good going through the school system. I remember sending him to school many times with pork chops and rice, and then I would tell the teacher, "Hey, can you heat up his meal for him for lunch?" So my son grew up a little spoiled having hot meals for his lunch while everybody else is eating Pop-Tarts and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And so one of the reasons I say cook, don't be lazy is because it takes just a little bit of effort to feed those around you. A home-cooked meal goes a long way. So anyways, this video is dedicated to my son. I love you, buddy. I miss you. It's also dedicated to my mom. My mom benefits a lot from this channel because I'm constantly sending food her way because I make a lot of food, so it has to go somewhere. I don't want to throw it away. So let's get to the announcement. I wasn't able to give away $50 last week because none of you guys guessed correctly, so I want to give some money away today. I want to give away that $50, the original $50 from last week, and I want to give away $100 to commemorate 100th video. So here's how it's going to work. I want you to go to my website, www.cookdon'tbelazy.com. On that website, you're going to see a link that says Contest Recipe Request. Put in your name, your email address, and send me your recipe request. If you've got the ingredients and the instructions, send that as well. Otherwise, I'll do my own take on that recipe. Now, there's going to be two prizes. Second place, $50. First place, $100. So how am I going to choose a winner? It's real simple. What seems most appetizing to me? I gotta like it. I gotta like what you're sending me. Otherwise, why am I gonna make it? I don't want to make something that I'm not gonna like. I eat everything I make, so send me something that's gonna be appetizing. And if I choose you for second place, $50 your way. First place, $100. I'm going to leave the link on my website up and running until November 21st. That's going to give you a little bit over 3 weeks. Shortly after that, I'm going to go through those recipe submissions and see what it is that interests me. I'm going to post the second place video. If I like what I see, I'm going to turn your recipe into a video, and I'm going to start off with second place first. Second place video is going to go up December 3rd, so make sure you're watching to see if you've won $50. First place video is going to go up December 10th, the week after. If your recipe goes up, $100. Right in time for Christmas. So those of you who have been following me since the beginning, thank you very much for supporting me. I hope to reach 200 videos soon enough. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get back to what this video is truly about, the recipe. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Julie, for making that request. Pumpkin seeds, very fitting for this time of year, so let's get to it. In order to make pumpkin seeds, we need a pumpkin. So it's estimated that 152 million Americans carve pumpkins each and every year. That's roughly half of America. The point being, if you're carving a pumpkin, you might as well save the seeds and make this recipe. So that ain't gonna take too long, and it ain't too messy. Consider it orange snot. You wanna empty out your pumpkin, get all the seeds out, because each one is a nice little snack. What we wanna do now is separate the seed from the stringy part. So run some water over the seeds. And we're basically just going to separate the seed from the stringy part. Now we don't have to make the seeds perfectly clean. We just want to get the stringy part, that part, away from the seeds. And that's what we end up with. Take a sheet pan, line it up with paper towels, and dump your seeds on there. Nice even layer. The whole purpose behind the paper towels is to soak up some of that moisture off the seeds. We want to sit this off to the side for some time because we're looking for our seeds to dry up. How long are we going to let it sit to the side? 24 hours. Unfortunately, we got to let this sit off for 24 hours. We want dry seeds. So what are we supposed to do with our time while we wait for this to dry? Well, you just finished coring out a pumpkin, so go spend some time with the family. Go put some silly faces on those pumpkins, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I just finished carving my pumpkin. I'm happy. Speaking of happy, 24 hours later and we're ready for those pumpkin seeds. Let's get to the kitchen and get started. First things first, when using an oven, preheat it to 325. Next thing we need is a small to medium pot. Set your stove to about a medium. I'm going to set mine to 5. I'm going to throw in a little bit less than half a stick of butter. Just a little less than half a stick. We want this to melt. We can go ahead and turn off the stove at this point. And we need a little bit of pure vanilla extract. Don't use that imitation stuff. Normally I eyeball things, but because this stuff is expensive and can be very overpowering, I want to be careful with this. So this here, that was just basically a few drops. I'm using half a teaspoon. I need some sugar. I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons of sugar. Some ground cinnamon. Now this one I am going to eyeball. 1.5 puffs. And where is my stirrer? I can't find my stirrer, so I'm just going to mix this in with my half a teaspoon measurer. So I'm going to eyeball the butter part. This looks like it doesn't have enough butter for me. So I'm going to throw in that other portion of butter. And I'm going to let that melt. That won't take long. So while that's doing that, my pumpkin gave me roughly 2 cups of seeds. So we're going to throw that in there and stir it. Basically, we just want all of our seeds to get coated with the butter, the sugar, the cinnamon. And I don't see enough cinnamon in here, and that's where the eyeball comes in. Another couple little puffs. Next thing we want, get yourself a flat sheet. We're going to spray a little cooking spray on it. We don't want the seeds to stick to this. I know it's got butter. It may or may not stick. I probably took more of that cooking spray off than I did spread it. Alright. So give it a light coating of a cooking spray. Put your seeds onto your tray. Try to create an even layer. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to stick this in the oven. So how long are we going to bake this for? Roughly 21 to 25 minutes, keeping in mind that at the 7-minute mark, I'm going to give it a quick stir. At the 14-minute mark, I'm going to give it another stir. At the 21-minute mark, I'm going to check for doneness. We are working with sugar, so sugar will burn, so we want to keep a close eye on this. Take a look at my first batch. I burned it. I keep it real with you guys. I don't cook perfect all the time. So that batch was burned. I improvised a little bit. 7 minutes, 14 minutes, 21-minute mark. Check for doneness, stir. If I need to at the 21-minute mark, I'll go ahead and keep it in there for another 2 or 3 minutes checking for doneness. But after that, the only other thing left to do, put on some sea salt after it's done, and then it's time to plate up. Cinnamon flavored pumpkin seeds. Thank you, Austin and Julie, for recommending it. If you guys are interested in more Halloween treats recipes, check out last year's video that Matt and I did. I'll put a link in the description. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, do you have to wait 24 hours for the seeds to dry? Technically, no. You can wait 12 hours, but we want to make sure the seeds are dry inside and out. So you're better off waiting the 24 hours. Anyways, guys, this wraps it up for this Halloween. Have a safe and happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys next week here on Cook! Don't be lazy.